closer. Just on the camera, it doesn't show them as too visible.
Maybe there's a bigger animal.
Yeah, they. Why would they make a lion already jealous?
Are we ready? Are we ready? Hi, everybody. It's a Monday morning. Welcome to In the Neighborhood. We got a dancing Mandy Stobo. We got a strumming Russ Broom. And we have somebody way down reporting live from the Antarctic with us today.
Yeah.
Reporter live from the Antarctic, Jim Button. How are you?
I'm good. I'm. You remember that time that we had all the that I had all the birds behind me? What birds were those? What the heck am I talking about here?
I don't know.
The time I was
geese.
afraid to have. No, the geese. That's what it was. Remember the time I had all the geese behind me and I didn't want to turn my back to them? Well,
Yes.
Penguins are a very tacky kind of animal, so I'm
Yeah.
quite nervous. No, they're the cutest little things you'd ever see, and I can see them. They're right there.
Look at them.
Can you see them? I don't know if you can see. Can you see them?
Oh, yeah. Looks like you got some Gentoos there. You got some Adelaides
Oh,
there.
that's right.
Whoa.
Yeah, I remember you went down to the Antarctic, didn't you, Dave?
I did. Yeah.
With Brian.
Yeah. You want to hear a really uninteresting story to start our show today?
Sure.
Yeah.
So this is what I learned when I was down in the Antarctic. Can you picture those penguins, and probably just if you saw Happy Feet, that have the big colored looking eyebrows?
Yeah.
Those are called macaroni. Is that what they're called? I think they're called macaroni, but this is where the story is going to get from less interesting to not very interesting. There is a hairstyle that Italians used to have that, if you think of, again, for the old people watching, or for not old, for the seniors watching, you remember Dagwood in Dagwood and Blondie comics had the weird hair sticking out?
Yes.
That hairstyle was very popular in Italy. So when they found those penguins down there with the thing sticking out, they called them macaronis.
Oh.
They call them Italian. And that's even in the song, stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. They were talking about Italian people with their hairstyle. It wasn't...
Wow, look at that, eh?
There you go.
That's a great
Look at
story.
That is a great story. I don't know why you undersold yourself.
I've been wondering
That was so good.
Oh, my.
How are you doing, Mandy Stobo?
For you.
I'm doing great, Dave. Thanks for asking.
Oh, did you want me to tell another story about my amazing life, or are you good?
I'm always up for your stories, Dave.
I know. I'm sure you are. This is tourism week, and Mandy, we still have to check in with Russ, but I know that you've got probably the greatest craft of all time coming up, don't you?
Yep.
Why aren't you happy about your craft this time, Mandy?
Yeah, Mandy.
I am happy about it. I had a request from someone named Dave Kelly to make this craft, so it's a good one. It's one of my best. You're right. So thank you, Dave. Everyone, get ready.
Russ Broom.
Yes.
Are you excited about Mandy's upcoming craft?
Well, I am now.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah. I can't wait to see what this is going to be.
Well, and we should put a little context in all this. So this week, and this happens every year, right around this time of year, is Tourism Week. So we celebrate all the things that you can go do in Calgary. And we went through and said, okay, what are all the things you can do in Calgary? Well, you can go to the zoo. So we have that one, which is where Jimmy is. And we're trying to celebrate. We realize there's a lot of people, normally this would be their big week for opening their doors, making things happen. And this week they don't quite get to. So we wanted to do a show and a few shows this week to say, look, We still love you. We hope if you're not working, you will be working soon. And Jimmy decided to live wild and live large and go see some penguins.
Yeah, so I have. You know what's really interesting here at the zoo?
What?
I'm going to flip around and watch
Yeah.
this. See, everybody is obeying the rules on the follow me signs.
Oh, look.
Smart, isn't it? They're
Aren't
all the
they
way
smart?
around. So everywhere you stop, there's a follow me sign. Smart, isn't it?
That's so smart.
So you can
know,
feel safe at the zoo.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Jim Button actually he got there 2 hours ago. He knows everything there is to know about penguins. So Russ or Mandy, do you have any questions about
Any
penguins?
questions you have, Mandy? Russ?
Is there relationships for life, or do
Yes, they
like
do.
to?
And when they actually, the men are courting the women, they bring them a little stone.
Oh, like a ring. That's so sweet.
The stone is part of the mating ritual.
Wow.
Where do they keep the stone? In their
below their
pockets?
feet, just below. They don't have pockets. Those are kangaroos. I could take the kangaroos if you like. Can you see that little dude right there?
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hi, buddy.
They're just kind of waking up. Shh.
Well, if there was a fight between a penguin and a kangaroo, who would win, Jim?
The penguin would win because the kangaroo can't get that low.
Ah, okay. Excellent.
And
it's been proven.
You don't need to look it up. We all know.
No, don't even challenge me on that one.
You can bet on anything online. That's all I'm going to say.
I missed you guys.
Google it.
Now, Jimmy, I saw that one documentary where the penguins were tap dancing. Is that something they learn naturally, or how does that work?
No, they're trained to do that, Dave. Naturally, they're only able to do things like parachute. They can fly much,
It's
to
a
your
surprise, eh?
surprise. Yeah. They just choose to walk all the time. They walk so cute. You remember on Batman, the Joker, the way he walked?
Yeah.
The original one, way back with Adam West?
The Joker. You know who else walked like that in there was the penguin.
Yeah. Right. I got that mixed up, didn't I?
So if the penguin and the Joker were going to have a fight, who's going to win?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know because it's not a zoo-related item. I didn't study that.
The penguin.
It's not a real penguin.
I could go to the joke museum if you want, and I could find that out.
I don't know. There's
well, look at Jim. While you just do a little more research, why doesn't Mandy do? I mean, she's built it up, the greatest craft in all of the show. I think this is the time for it.
All right.
Is now the time?
Yes.
All right. Welcome, everybody. It's Monday out in the neighborhood. It's craft time with Mandy Stobo. Now, do you guys remember our biggest project that we've been doing for the last 7 to 8 months? The city.
the
city
city,
craft. Right?
Yes.
So, what do you guys think is missing in our city?
Some landmarks of some kind?
Oh, you're on the right track, Dave. What kind of landmarks could that be?
Something that people would know around the world about our city.
That's right, you guys. Okay, so today we're going to make the Calgary Tower.
What?
I know. Hey, can you help me get to my studio?
Sure we can.
All right, welcome everyone to my studio. Okay,
oh, look at this.
Very exciting. We're going to make the Calgary Tower. I did make sure, like, you can decide if you want to make a large tower or a small tower. I made sure mine was slightly smaller than all of the tall buildings, but that doesn't, you don't have to do that. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some paper towel, what are these called?
Rolls.
Rolls, and then you're gonna need some of these wonderful red cups that I love as well. You're gonna need some kind of paper and scissors, maybe a knife and some tape. All right, are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you want to take your cup first, and you want to outline 2 circles around the bottom of the cup. You're gonna cut those out, like so, and then you're gonna take your paper towel roll, and you're gonna do the same thing on one of them.
Yeah.
And go around there and cut that out so that it can go onto your paper towel roll. So with your paper towel roll, you're gonna want to cut a little bit because you want it to be a little bit wider at the bottom. So you're gonna cut a little bit there, and you're gonna put in this paper towel roll to make it like a little bit wider, right? And then you're
Yeah.
going to do the same thing down here.
Whoa.
And then you're going to put in just a little short piece so you can cover that hole. So there you go. There's your There's your stick. So with your cup, you're going to just squeeze it a little bit. And I tried to cut it originally with an X-Acto knife, but don't do that. It doesn't turn out well. So just take some scissors and cut your cup. You can cut it any size you like, but and then you're going to take your black and you're going to go on top, and the one with the hole you're going to put on your other cup.
Yeah.
So you're going to take these cups when you cut them and
Yes.
glue and tape them together to make a little bit of a cap, and then you're going to take that and put it on here. Are you guys ready for the big reveal? It's going to end up looking like something like this.
What?
The Calgary Tower. I know, I put on some little windows and some tape for flair, but you guys do whatever you like. All right. Back to you, Dave.
Now, look at that. You're all saying to yourselves, that's amazing. Why would I want to do that? Well, let me tell you why you want to do this. www.calgarytower.com. We want to see your towers using household materials. You can build your own. Hashtag it MyCalgaryTower on Instagram or Twitter. And this week, it ends on Friday. They're going to share some of their favorites and one of the first 3 trips to Calgary Tower for the whole family. You could win that.
Oh
You
my
could
gosh.
win trips
Wow.
to
Can you guys imagine if we won?
Who would you take? Who would you take,
I
Mandy?
take you, Dave.
Oh, wow.
See, it's pretty good. It's pretty decent. I
Wow.
can't wait to put this in my city. Oh my gosh.
It's going to be so good.
Put that in your portfolio, Mandy.
Yeah.
You bet. I will.
Right on it. Hashtag MyCalgaryTower. You could win tickets to the Calgary Tower once it opens. Now, not a lot of people recognize how hard Jim works for this show. He was up not only researching penguins, he said, I'm going to stand somewhere very specific for the internet. Oh, we got to do our coloring. Shoot, what do you want to do? Let's do coloring
Do
first.
coloring,
Sorry to
man.
head fake you, Russ. Sorry about that. What's our coloring, Mandy?
Well,
That'll give
you know
Jim time to
what?
think.
Because
Yeah.
our amazing correspondent Jim Buttons at the zoo, I thought it'd be a great day to have giraffes as our coloring page. You know the
Whoa.
cool thing about giraffes
Smart.
is one of their superpowers is they can see the big picture because they have such height. They can see past all problems and see the big picture. So I thought it was a great thing during COVID. Let's color those giraffes. Let's start thinking big picture and have some fun at the zoo.
Wow, well done. So we're
Awesome.
supposed to be inspirational, are we? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
You
We're
on
at
there?
the
Always.
Rocky Mountain Goats, where you can climb any mountain
What?
anytime you want. You climb a mountain. As a
Ain't
Rocky
no
Mountain
mountain
Goat.
high enough. Man, this is such an inspiring show. And Jim, why did you choose that location for The Internet is Funny? Because I know you planned every shot. Why this shot for The Internet?
Well,
is
because I thought the internet would be funny. It would be, we're here at the zoo, also discuss animals, right?
Right.
Why don't we just do some funny memes that have been going on around COVID and animals?
Because
Man,
the
I might need you
Internet is funny.
So funny.
The Internet
That was almost good timing.
is funny. Almost
So
right.
funny.
We'll get it. Before the show's canceled. We'll get that one. We'll nail it.
Who's going to cancel us again? NBC? Who cancels us? I'm
Yeah.
not sure that's-
Who bought our rights?
We have rights.
Where are those checks rolling in?
We have rights.
Yeah, we have no rights. We have the rights. All right.
All right.
Mandy, put
Jimmy,
up that
what-
first
right.
one there.
There
I might
you
need
go.
you to read. I might need you to read this from Mandy.
Okay, people in 2020, this is the worst year in the history of our lives. Dogs in 2020, what a time to be alive. Every single one of my humans is home all day, every day, taking me on walks, lounging around the couch. About time they came to their senses and adopted our way of life.
Very
Right?
good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Maybe I'll take you to the dog section later.
Fair enough.
You have to read that one too, Mandy.
I did my own hair today. How do I look?
Looks good, I think.
Right?
Jimmy, you look good. Was that just that was just a selfie you did? It looks
Selfie.
great.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
see. If, I can.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's another one. On average, a panda feeds for approximately 12 hours per day. This is the same as an adult at home under quarantine, which is why we call it a pandemic.
In case you guys didn't know, right?
Yeah.
And actually, that's my daughter's nickname, which makes so much sense.
Pandemic? Oh,
No,
Panda.
the sleeping forever. She's been a good sleeper her whole life.
Oh, that's
All right,
good.
last one, Mandy. Last one.
What? Those are all I have.
That's it. All right, the last one. I'll.
Okay.
Thanks, Rob. Good save.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And as part of Tourism Week in Calgary, which I realize is a bit of a struggle, because we want everyone to stay, we want everyone to do tourism things, but it's hard to do given we're under a bit of a lockdown. Now we've done a bit more. Things are opening a bit this week, but it's still tricky, isn't it, Jim?
It sure is. You know, it's interesting coming into places like this, having been in complete isolation for a while, that you have to be. This is where teamwork really comes in, because you can just sense that some people are not paying attention and other people are. But for the most part, if everybody just follows these little steps, it's actually not too bad, because it's outdoors and there's a lot of space. They have different settings of times that you can come in, and so I came in on the 9:30 door opening time, so they're doing the best they can, and I think if people follow the rules, it'll be quite all right out here. And I'm a paranoid guy, so that's a pretty big statement, to be honest.
It is. I like that we sent the guy with cancer to the public place. The first public place we've done, we sent the guy with cancer to that.
It's starting to dawn on me. The checks must be coming in soon, because you guys are getting rid of me now.
Like what Russ said, I know, let's send Jim out. And Mandy and I were like, good idea.
Yeah. That guy's really been dragging the show down.
Oh, man.
I get it now. Well, it's important to just know where you fit, right? Where you fit in the ecosystem. I know. I'm a gnat.
But if you could,
I'm not responsible for sending you out to your death.
Just go.
It's not my fault.
We the other craft is we want you to take some barbecue sauce and squirt that all over yourself, and then go say hi to the tigers. Could you go do that?
Okay. Yeah, I could head over to the tigers if you'd like. I got to get out of the Canadian wilds here, though. But
oh yes,
there's a lot of predators here, so I got to be very careful.
Well, you know what we thought we would do is we would invite on a friend of ours who is working hard in this industry, and Fraser Abbott is now the guy who runs business development for Hotel Arts, which seems like in a normal day, that's a pretty easy thing to do. And but in this case, not as easy to do. So we thought we'd have him come on and talk a little bit about the hospitality industry and how they're doing. Are you guys ready to bring him on?
Yeah.
I hope you are, because I'm about to do it. But this is our good friend Fraser Abbott. And again, for the past 20 years, he has been working in this industry. There he is. Look at him. It's Fraser. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Man, you are looking sharp, safe, all of it. Tell us a bit about...
I dress up for you, Dave.
I'm sure you do.
One of us has
to. You look so good. Oh, I miss you, Fraser.
Miss you too, guys.
So this is Tourism Week. Any other year, it would be a big week for you guys, anyone in this industry. Can you first sort of give us a sense of, I mean, I realize like 90% of the folks in hospitality have had to stay home or not even get to work. What's it been like from your perspective?
Still the Twilight Zone, guys. It's Hotel Arts should just be full of folks after the May long weekend, poolside patio after the wonderful Sunday that we had. Everything should be rocking, and we're still quiet. So this is a great place to physically distance from one another because there's nobody here. Sadly.
What is and I realize a lot of people are just home now, like they're not working, but is there a sense of hope at all, or how has it been in your world?
Yeah, we're very grateful that there's some opportunities for us to get ready for a phased reopening, and with the wage subsidy program that's in place, that's going to provide us with a little bit of support so that we can get some artisans back working again. Because right now there's no cash flow for many of the tourism operators. And so that gives us a little bit of a lifeline, and we can get some people working again, get the properties ready for reopening, and then start ordering some supplies and reopen those restaurants and patios and get going. So for us, yes, there's hope out there, but we know that it's going to be a gradual recovery. I mean, with non-essential travel restricted and borders still closed, it's really going to be local travelers, I should say, Albertans. We're going to try to attract them to travel within the province. And then gradually we'll get our friends from BC and Saskatchewan coming too.
Well, you've been doing so much. And Jim, I know you know Fraser well. Jimmy,
Yes.
tell us a bit about the kind of guy Fraser is, because I know not only is the industry working hard to try to come back, but Fraser's just one of those people that does too.
Fraser is one of those guys that, every time you turn around, anytime somebody mentions somebody's having a challenge, Fraser's always the guy that does that. And I remember when the first year we opened up the event Circle, Fraser and I had a wiener dog race, and Fraser offered up to be the piper for me. And I said, well, what a kind offer. So he races home, gets on his kilt, and comes back with his bagpipes, and we took all the wiener dogs all the way around the park with Fraser being the leader. So he's my wiener piper for sure.
The wiener piper. Hey, well, look, Fraser, and I realize this is not we wanted to give you a bit of recognition today. Also, not just for the great work you do, but also representing all those people working in hospitality, that we do hope you're the one leading the charge and there's wiener dogs behind you, that when things are safe to reopen, that those that still can get work back. And so we just want to thank you and everyone in your industry to say you make our city great, and thanks for doing that.
Thanks so much. What a great wiener piper portrait with the lovely wiener dogs. Mandy, I love it.
Oh, good. I'm so happy. I
So
sure
great.
loved drawing you last night. I miss you. It's awesome.
Brings back
Right.
it brings back some wonderful memories. That festival is just so awesome, and I hope that we're able to do some races again.
And if people are looking at that portrait, Fraser's the one in front. I'm pretty sure he's the front one in that shot.
It's funny. My wife and I, every few months, we choose a downtown Calgary hotel and we go have a night out. We leave the car at home and we act like tourists in our own city. And we get to walk all down 8th Avenue and just, check out everything. And being a tourist in our own city is such a great option. And, with hotel arts starting to reopen and all this kind of stuff, I can highly recommend it. We bounce between you guys and the Germain, because we want to spread it around. But it's great. We just get a chance to sort of get out of our usual routine in Calgary and see it through a different lens. So as far as local tourism,
this is the year of the staycation, isn't it, Russ?
Yeah, but that's a fun way to do it. Yeah, it's great. We really enjoyed that.
I can't wait. I'm moving in, Fraser. I hope that's okay.
We've got the Stobo suite ready to go.
Thank you.
The Stobo.
Yeah, you can be our artist in residence. We'd be absolutely thrilled to have you.
My bags are packed. I'll see you in an
know
hour.
so many other hotels and attractions and restaurants, and they're all keen to welcome back Albertans and to give them a great place and great experiences. So, yeah, if we can be part of that, leading the charge, we're really excited about that. We're getting ready to open up our Kensington Hotel early June, and then Yellow Door and the patio early June, and then Hotel Arts towards the end of June, just in time for Canada Day.
Bravo.
And for those watching, Fraser, there's still things like there's still meals you can order. How can we help? What can the rest of our city do to be sure the hospitality people feel taken care of too?
Amazing question, and thanks for asking it, Dave. There's so many different restaurants that are doing takeout, curbside takeout, and delivery options. And Hotel Arts, we've got a great one, hotelartstogo.ca. We're doing barbecue this week, which is really good, and we've launched a sourdough flatbread as well. And we got some neat things that we're cooking in the lab. Sorry, that might not be the right way to say. Something simmering on the pot. And we're cooking up some fun ideas. So, and don't be surprised to see some of our other hospitality partners doing some really cool things too. We've got to innovate in this market. We've got to find some fun ways to attract consumers and do it in a socially and healthy, responsible way. So everybody's bringing their A game. Get ready.
No, they are. You know what? Another interesting fact I just found out what the zoo's doing. Normally they have 2,000 people an hour. They're now only doing 4,000 the whole day. So it's like you have your own zoo here.
Wow.
It's true. Not a lot of people.
Has anyone come up and tried to feed you or anything?
No, I'm starving too.
Where are you now, Jim? Give us a detailed and scientific
Here, I'll give you a little
understanding.
flip. I'll give you a flip here. There's some elk in there that's sleeping. Can you see them moving around?
Those are trees,
Caribou,
Jim.
sorry, caribou.
What's the difference again between an elk and a caribou, Jim?
Weight. The difference is weight. A couple of pounds here and there.
Really?
No, caribou. Typically, you see the caribou in nowhere near Toronto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you'll never find a caribou in Toronto.
No.
I don't know. I only researched penguins.
Who would win in a fight, a caribou or a penguin?
Penguin.
Why?
Yeah, penguins, because they're like bullets, man. They just have to run at something. They can go right through them. I don't think this is the interviews the zoo wants me to give.
Come see the bullets.
I just don't think that they want me to talk like this. I apologize. Sorry, Allison and the zoo. I get carried away sometimes. It's just so awesome to be here. Like, there's animals everywhere.
It's like it's a zoo in that
It's
place.
like a zoo in this place. That stuff writes itself, doesn't it?
It does.
You know what's so cool? I'm kind of sitting here back in the woods, just watching little families walk by, and kids are like giggling. It's just so great to see people being outside and being able to do stuff.
That's awesome. Well, good on you, James.
But
Fraser,
I am hiding in the zoo. Look at this. I'm hiding in the forest right now. There's nobody anywhere near me.
Good. Well, it's important as our correspondent that you stay healthy and safe, Jim. So
Thanks.
We're glad.
No,
Especially with those killer penguins around.
Yeah.
Beat anything in a fight. You gotta be careful. Watch your back.
I think your questions were loaded, Dave. You're setting me up.
No. Now, do you need to go anywhere for our final dance, Jim, or do you feel like this is your place?
No, I think this is a good spot here. Yeah. No, with the caribou
this one
and the goats.
Now, a lot of people normally they see us dance at the end of the show, but this is what's special about today. Today, Jim is doing a mating dance, and it's just it is something that he does to attract the ladies, and he's going to do.
Which animal?
Yes, he can do several. Which one do you want to do? The caribou mating dance?
Sure. Okay.
All right. Fraser Abbott, before we say goodbye, you're an awesome guy down at Hotel Arts. Sorry. And thank you for what you're doing. And also everyone in the hospitality industry, hang in there. We'll be coming to see you soon.
Love to have you in the neighborhood soon. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks,
you guys
Fraser.
are amazing.
You're
the best.
good man.
I'll see
All
you
right.
in this afternoon. I can't wait.
Ready
And
to
for the-
check in.
In the Stobo. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the Jim Button Caribou mating dance that the rest of us support, take it, Russ. I like it.
Get it? Because I'm showing my dominance through that tree. I think I got sap stuck in the top of my head.
Oh, you